I got a shuttle from Hitch a Ride. Hitch a Ride, that was a great shuttle. Carol is the lady's name. She'll take care of you. Definitely if you need a ride into Gatlinburg, she's it. Sleep's here. Wow, back on the trail. Day 24 was another day stranded in Gatlinburg. Wow. Enjoyed Gatlinburg, but I did learn that that's a tough spot because they close the road very frequently back to Newfound Gap, which they did. They would open it up for an hour or two, but we couldn't get a shuttle. So we finally made it after about 5 days. So anyway, we're back on the trail. Day 25. Just left Newfound Gap just a few minutes ago, probably about an hour or so ago. But on the trail, and trying to make it to, I believe it's Tri-Corners, about 15-16 miles. So we shall see. Anyway, good hiking day. A little windy. Hope you can hear this, but not bad. Side trail. Should I do it? Let's do it. Got to. Cool. A lot of stranded hikers. So the trails today are pretty congested, so I'm going to walk and talk most of the day. There's a lot of folks on the trail. Neat spot on the trail there. Got to take a little time for it. If you don't, you're gonna miss it. So while I'm walking today, as I said, the trail's pretty congested, so I'm gonna do most of my talking as I walk today. Anyway, I want to talk for a minute, do some trail talk on gear failure. And just to be straight up with you, the reason I turned the camera around on me is that it wasn't as much gear failure as it was my failure. So my MSR Hyperflow filter for my water, great little filter. I've loved it for years. I've used it for a long time, got an extra cartridge, all the stuff I needed. It was perfect, really like it. Fits perfectly into the smart water bottle. Anyway, good piece of gear. So I believe it was at Derrick Knob. Man, that was the coldest night I stayed in the Smokies so far. And I thought, well, I'm gonna put my MSR water filter inside my pack, just right in the middle of it, and it should be fine. Little did I know the temperatures were gonna drop to basically 0. And leaving my water filter in my pack was a bad idea. Man, it was frozen, and it was basically just brittle. It just broke all to pieces. So my MSR Hyperflow water filter is no more, thanks to me. and not a failure on the gears part. So anyway, I had to, while I was in Gatlinburg, I purchased a Sawyer squeeze, and so that's my new water filter. I think it will work fine. It seems that probably, gosh, 90-95% of the folks that are filtering water, and most are, they either have the mini or the regular squeeze. So anyway, that's my new gear and the demise of my MSR filter. My fault. Man, this is just gorgeous, amazing. God and his beauty, cool. So I've taken a little side trail to Charlie's Bunion. There's several folks out here, but wow, look at the view. I just came down that. Cool. So there's a number of folks here out on the Bunion. So we shall see. I'm not sure if I'm going out there other than just get a picture. Wow, coming across this thin ridge. Straight down. And then wow, what a view. Cool stuff. So while I'm walking, let me give you one more failure on my part. Man, I did the unthinkable. With all of this snow, I left my micro spikes sitting in their box, sitting in my room. Crazy. Here's what I say. If you're hiking the AT, you're gonna be in the Smokies at any point during the winter, don't leave home without your micro spikes. It's worth the wait. If you don't use them, they're not that big a deal, but when you need them, you need them. The trail is pretty rough with ice and snow, and it's been that way for days. So, man, another failure on my part. Man, God's beauty, that he's allowed me to see today is, man, it's just spectacular. It's just, I know the video doesn't do it justice. It's gorgeous. It's just, I'm in awe of the beauty. The trail opened up to this amazing view. Whatnot 987 and Smelling Roses. Man, this could be that another 7-layer salad here, man.
Photos together.
Yeah.
I am back up over 6,000 feet elevation on my way to Tri-Corners shelter. I think I got a couple more miles, and I believe the highest elevation, I've got one more climb up to about 6,100, 6,200, something like that. And anyway, then I'm down a little bit toward the shelter area. So anyway, the snow is a lot thicker and hasn't melted as much. So yeah, that happens at 6,000 feet, I guess. Wrapping up day 25. Wow, it's been a good day. Got in about 16 miles, close to it, from Newfound Gap over to Tri-Corners shelter. Man, there's some great views. It was a beautiful day hiking, and man, Charlie's Knob, man, just some fantastic views of the mountains, and man, just gorgeous. Glad we had a great day, and man, it made worth the wait there in Gatlinburg for sure. This is Sleeves. Keep hiking. Man, tree blew over. This is the root ball. Man. I believe it is supposed to rain Saturday, I believe pretty heavily. So maybe the rain will wash out some of the snow, because this trail is going to be a mess for the folks behind me.